All right, so we're back. We just had a nice sized locals. What was this, 60 or so people? 54? I don't know, it was a lot of people, okay? This man got top 8 in our Digimon event. What's your name?
Luis.
Yeah, we all know that. Most of us know that. What did you play today?
I played Green Good Stuff.
Oh, okay. All right, and this is new set 4, right? BT4. Okay. Take us through it if you want to do that.
For the babies, I played a split of 3 and 2. So this only came up against matchups where I know they weren't able to remove my level 5s. So I could Digizorb, get my Digimon tapped, next turn passes, I get another memory. And this was just a good, like, if I needed to beat over stuff, especially with like Chaosmon running over like small things like just to get that extra security of the Chaosmon not dying or your Mega's not dying, you know? I played 2 Mimi and 1 Yoshi. Would I want another Mimi? Yes and no. Like I hate seeing Tamers like really late game because I'd rather see different cards. Like I'd rather see Digimon.
Yeah.
But she's broken. There's no reason to not run Mimi in green. Mimi's too fucking good. Effing good. My bad.
Monetized?
I play 1 Yoshi and only 1 Yoshi. The only reason why I only play 1 because if you see it, you see it. If you don't, you don't. It just recycles an egg, and it allows for the starter deck Hercules Carpetariumon to be a 3 cost. So if you got both the Mimi and the Yoshi, you don't have to pass turn when you summon it. So I just think that's good. For the option cards, I only played 3 options. I played 2 Chicky Bang Bangs.
Oh boy.
And 1 Hidden Potential discovered. This card's broken. Free Hidden Potential discovered. It should be at 4. There's no reason to have it at 1.
Okay. Free sell first?
Needle Spray is really good. I think it's better than Flower Cannon, personally. Because 9 times out of 10, Flower Cannon, your opponent is going to sequence correctly and will leave the blockers to attack last. With Needle Spray, however, you can tap whatever you want and it'll add to hand. So it's a 2-for-1 kind of thing. Level 7, I only played 3 Chaosmons, the regular ones. I like it at 3, I don't want it at 4 because I just thought it was too clunky. And when I need to see it, I had to see it, and it just allowed you to clear board a little bit better. It allowed you to get that extra damage so that next turn they either had to heal or had to summon a blocker in order to beat you or to survive that extra turn to maybe live the turn.
Yeah.
This is where people kind of like disagreed with me on my choices, is on the Megas. So for the Megas, I played 2 of the starter deck Hercules Carpetariumon, 3 Nidhoggmon, and 3 of the Grand Nidhoggmon. So what I would do, or how I think about it, is however my opponent is playing, I adjust to how they're playing. So if they're summoning a bunch of stuff, they're trying to aggro me down, whatever, you'll Nidhoggmon, and you'll reset the game. Resetting the game usually 9 times out of 10, unless you're going against green, will really put your opponent super far back in this format. If your opponent is just taking too long, or you think you can live the turn, or you have enough to go for the OTK with the Grand Nidhoggmon, then go do it. It's really good, especially with the Chaosmon. You boost it up, give it jamming, evolve into the Chaosmon. So you hit for 3 for this, and then hit for another 3 for this, and clear board. Pierce jamming. And the Hercules Carpetariumon, I only have it at 2. I use it against stall matchups where they're just like summon big things, or like against stuff like Megazoo where they want to keep like the Magna Aandroidd out and stuff like that. You'll go into this, you'll get rid of all their small stuff, whatever, go into the Chaosmon. So it's a 2-for-1 kind of thing. Also, the Digiburst will allow you to grab like the Lalamon and stuff. You could also give it jamming with the other Palmon, just to get that security check, and then evolve into the Chaosmon. That's pretty much from the Megas. Like I said, you just have to adjust to how your opponent is playing. It's just matchup based. Once you learn the matchups, you'll understand which ones you need to go to, which ones you need to see. Other than that, it's pretty cookie cutter for green. It's the Blossomon, the Argomon. I played 3 Cherrymon. I think Cherrymon's really good this format. It's a 2 cost to evolve. It's a level 5, so it'll allow the Mimi to do its effect. it's also a blocker. Blockers in this game are extremely important, especially in one that's bigger, because 9 times out of 10 either your blockers are getting ran over by other champions or other level 5s, while this will probably either clear level 5 or kill anything smaller. And if they just don't attack into it, you keep your level 5 on board. So you're able to go into your megas next turn. For level 4s, play Digimon, Gargomon. I don't know why that's in there. It should be another Gargomon.
Oh, okay.
And the 4-cost blocker, or the 1-cost to evolve blocker.
Yeah, the new one, right?
Yeah. It's really good. It keeps your consistency up, so you don't have to pay 2 to evolve. You're able to go into your level 5s. And it doesn't feel as bad playing the Cherrymon, getting rid of your blocker, because you just go into another blocker. The Kabuterimon, the boosts, honestly, do not come up that much. The only reason why I'm playing these, well, why it should be another Gargomon, is because it's a 5 to hardcast. The DP doesn't matter too much, because I usually just hardcast it and Digizorb and then go into a Mega. The boosts, like I said, doesn't matter too much, because I'll either Digiburst it away. The only reason why they're in is just because they're 1 cost to evolve. The Vegemon is also in, because it's a 1 cost to evolve. It's a 6k beater. It's also 4 to hardcast. So if you want to choke your opponent out, you have your Tamer out, you're at 3. You just hardcast it, put them to 1. It also runs over a lot of stuff right now. So it's pretty good.
Is that the only type of card like that? Like 4 cost, 6k?
I believe so.
Alone?
Yes. There's the Roachmon. Would I play Roachmon? I'm not too sure. It's a 3k. It's 3 to summon, but you just can't really beat over a lot of stuff with it. And it'll probably get minus by yellow really fast.
Yep.
As it would take a lot more to get the Vegemon off board.
Yep.
For the rookies, 3 Palmon, 3 Lullaman, 3 Terriermon, 3 Go, and 2 Tentamon. I would probably switch a Lullaman to a Tentamon, just because I would see 1, and that's all you would really need, because I'll Digiburst it away, get it back to hand. However, that's still really good, just because you like for sure have a rookie whenever you Digiburst something away. Tentamon is really good for, like I said, whenever you want to choke your opponent out. You have your Tamer out, whatever, you summon Tentamon, flip the top one over, it says Green Digimon. You get it to hand, and then you evolve on top, so you can get a blocker out also, choke your opponent to 1. Gabumon is just vanilla 2 cost, it's just good. Same thing, choke your opponent out. Or just to summon, swarm the board. Palmon is broken. Palmon is 100% the MVP of the deck. Without Palmon, a lot of the stuff would have died like half the time. However, having the Palmon allows you to give jamming for the turn, so that your Megas live and your Chaosmon lives, unless you run into some kind of security that clears it, like an option card or whatever. Terriermon, I personally think should still be played in this format. It's really good at this format still. If you're going against D-Brigade, they hardcast the Darkjamon. They won't get the memory back. Yellow trying to Light Ray. If you choke them out, they can't Light Ray or Blinding Light, whatever it is, to extend their plays. Blue, it turns off the Hammer Spark. Anything that allows them to gain memory.
We have Jack Raid now too.
That too, Jack Raid. Puppetmon, usually people will summon the Puppetmon hoping that it lives the next turn. They'll swing, they'll gain a memory, and then like keep extending with Puppetmons over and over. He'll stop the extending of it, at least a little bit. That's pretty much it for the deck.
What was your matchups, by the way?
My round 1...
Bro, I just got little boys on the board.
I don't know what I played round 1. I think round 1 was... I'm trying to think. Round 1 was like a Greymon deck. It was just like running the Marcus to keep getting memory over and over again. Round 2, I believe I played blue. I played against the blue ancient Garurumon deck. I don't know, he had just bottom decked his board and he couldn't recover fast enough to do anything. Game 3, or round 3 was actually where I lost, which is the first place person. He was also playing green.
Oh, I see.
It's just whoever saw first, whatever first. Game 4, I do not remember game 4. Game 4 was...
You didn't play any yellow,
Rush.
right?
No, I did not play any yellow. I practiced the yellow matchup. It's not too bad. It definitely feels a little, in my opinion, it feels 40-60 for green. I feel like green if you Nidhogg them, they're not able to recover it fast enough. That's honestly against any deck that spams the board fast enough. If you Nidhogg them, they just lose a bunch of resources for like minimal stuff for you.
Right.
Round 4 was Imperial Digimon. Same thing, bottom deck their board, they couldn't recover. Game 5. I don't remember what I played game 5.
Was it purple? Was it red?
It was red. That's what it was. It was red. It was the red ancient Greymon. That also didn't feel too bad. Same thing. Nidhoggmon. Just get rid of their board. Too many reasons for them to bounce back.
Not surprising.
And my last round. That was my last round actually. So I don't remember my 5th one then.
Oh, I thought the last one was
6. My last one was Frankie.
Oh yeah, it was right. That was.
For the most part, like I said, it's just learning matchups. Once you learn the matchups, you'll understand when to go in, what megas to go into, and when to do it. A lot of people waste their resources extremely early and attempt to Nidhoggmon early.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't have to, if they don't have enough resources, if you're not trading like enough resources for your one for their like 6 or 7, I don't think it's optimal. I don't think you should do it. If you're gonna take 1 or 2 hits next turn, it's fine. Whatever, take the hits. Once you bottom deck their board, it won't matter if you're at 1 or 2 life because they're too far below.
Gotcha.
You'll be able to control the matchup from there a lot easier.
All right. Last 2 things before we go. Worst matchup and why, and then shoutouts.
The worst matchup, I would probably say, would be green, mirror match, and then yellow, or Greymon in that order. Green is just because whoever sees what first.
Yeah.
And then the yellow is you have to play smart. You can't overextend, otherwise they'll just wipe your board. And they'll trade resources faster than you will.
Yeah.
Shoutouts, I'm gonna have to shout out Tisby. These are his Pokemon. Mine are in the mail. I haven't gotten them yet, so I have to borrow them. After that, I'm gonna have to shout out the homies, Papa Den, all of them. Play testing over and over again.
Here we go.
Definitely helped out learn a lot of matchups, a lot of like random specific stuff that came up quite a bit.
That's it, right?
Android, gotta shout out my boy
Oh,
Android.
okay, here we go.
Other than that, appreciate it. Appreciate the deck profile. Thank you for having me.
For sure, for sure. Anybody who has questions in the comments below, go ahead and put them down. Before anybody asks, I'm gonna put a comment, but we're completely open as of June 1st, so we don't have masks. That's it. Okay. See you next one. Bye.